Right. Well, my work is really on two main topics. The one is German political and military history, and the other one is immigration. To begin with the first one, my last book project was on the bombing of Germany during World War II, a book called Fire and Fury, the Allied Bombing of Germany. And that really tried to differentiate itself from the other work by looking at the effect of war on civilian populations. So there were large numbers of interviews with people who had lived through the bombing of German cities, and it also reflected on the ethics of the air campaign. There's a very established literature on that. The book I'm also doing, following up on that, looks at disobedience, it looks at resistance to Hitler after July 20th, 1944, when Klaus von Stauffenberg tried to kill Hitler. And two things motivate the book. The first is that the vast majority of books on the German resistance end with Stauffenberg's bomb. I want to pick up the story from there and take it to the end of the war. The second is that much of the historical literature emphasizes fanatical resistance to the Allies, a kind of a fanatical pursuit of the war until the very last day. And that story is broadly true, but the great emphasis on that is really obscured moments of disobedience when officers, together with civilians, refused to implement Hitler's orders. In addition to all of that, I do some work on immigration. I have for a few years now. And I, really through the Center for European, Russian, and Eurasian Studies, where I'm based at the University of Toronto, we have a series of projects on immigration and public opinion, on the global governance of immigration, on the Europeanization of immigration policy. And in a sense, one might ask, why does one have such different topics? And the answer is because I find them interesting, but also what I hope over time is to unite an interest in military history with an interest in immigration and look at the relationship between war and population movements, which has really been absolutely fundamental to the 20th century.